So I've talked for a long time. I'm sure you guys have a ton of questions, but at this point, you're talking to angel investors, venture investors, and you're looking to get your safe or convertible note done. And so you want to talk to enough of them. So people say, oh, I've talked to 6 investors a year. I always say, talk to 60. And if you talk to 60, talk to 600. You want to talk to as many investors as possible to get the value into your business and to get interest. Now you've got interested investors, angel investors, some venture debt. You've got friends and family who are interested in investing in your business. I hope you've got an attorney. Again, start that before you need it. And they have standard ways, standard contracts, standard guidance on what they want to give you. And so the things they're going to help you figure out is what interest rate do you want to give those investors? What do you want the conversion event to be? Is it a future round or is it revenue? So when do the notes convert? What percentage discount do you want to offer? Is there a cap on what the valuation might be? So there are all these different kind of nuances. And my guidance is do what feels right, and then everything else happens. So you start where you think you're going to start. And what really is most important is something that I call the lead investor. And when you're raising angel capital, my guidance is always to get 2 in a box. So let's say that I'm raising money from, and I can think of a couple of examples of raising angel capital. I have 2 colleagues who always invest together. And so I know if I get one to invest, I can get the other. Now this also works with VCs. So you want to get someone who's highly influential in their network and they can represent your business and why they made the investment, when they made the investment, for what amount. So imagine that you're going to raise $50,000 and you want someone to lead that round. And that person is going to set the valuation or set these numbers with you. They're going to get other people excited. They're going to create the market for you. Your first negotiation is with them, not with yourself. So you're trying to understand, this is where I wanted to start, investor, but obviously getting your capital in is the most important thing for the business. And so you get that first $25,000 or $25 million or $2.5 million from that first investor. And then their job is not only to write you a check or wire you the money immediately, but because markets change and you just never know. We're all emotional creatures and the markets are the worst. But you want to actually get that investor responsible to going out and helping you find other investors. They are now a member of your family. And so if you've vetted them, vet them really, really well. But you want to actually enlist them in telling your company's story. And they need to be able to tell your company's story a little bit better than you. And so here's what your story sounds like. Are you ready? Digital Diamond's an amazing company. We're going to be $1 billion company. We're going to do so many incredible things. My team is amazing. We love each other. We're going to make money. We're going to be rich. You're going to make a ton of money. Here's how your investor tells that story. The WordPress market's growing like crazy. There are a lot of people playing in the space. I think these guys are on to something. I looked at a bunch of different deals. I evaluated them. I like this company because I thought the team was super committed. They've got skills. They've got a team in Poland that's also doing data science. And so I think that makes them more resilient. It could be a single, a double, or a home run, but I believe in this team. I'm going to fight tooth and nail to make them successful. And so that's why I invested, and I think you should too. And so the credibility that comes from you being on fire about your business, that feels so good to someone who's looking to invest, to feel that energy and that chutzpah that comes from just loving what you do, right? But they also want to be able to talk to someone who's a little bit less crazy than you. And so having your investor be a backer who stands behind you and has a very practical conversation with someone who's writing a personal check, key and critical to moving from this taking a year to this taking a couple of months or a few weeks or a weekend golf trip to Tahoe.